the high adventure type programs they've got going on summer camp is fantastic. I got several boys been on that, and they just great praise, nonstop. They get so excited. But the one comment is it's not quite challenging enough for them. Is what they come back with, but they just love it.
One of the challenges of our council is that we're elevating scouts so quickly through that to keep them challenged as they get into their 16, 17, and 18 year of age is increasingly more difficult. But we've heard that before, and I don't know how much higher we can go with our climbing towers. I don't know how much but we certainly are trying to meet the challenge to keep these young men involved at that level. Sir, you had a comment?
Well, along those same lines is also increasing the numbers of those boys that can get into those T2 type programs.
Right.
Especially when you have big troops. The older boys are going is a big draw for the younger boys who want to go. And when they end up going on those daytime events, they're still there at night. And that's where a lot of team building takes place. And I think that's critically important for the growth of the troops and keeping them intact.
Great observation. We got to keep that balance. Ma'am?
The high adventure in the T2 at Tomahawk, there's no cost breakout for the non-food, because our troop cooks all our own meals, and we realize that if the boys are there, they're getting one meal per day. Right. But what about those other 2 meals that they're going back to the troop and eating?
Got it.
Can there be a cost reduction for that?
Okay.
And then also the Wednesday night meal.
Wednesday night.
Or Wednesday lunch meal, the burger thing.
Yep.
With our troop, they wanted to go to it, but because, we didn't pay for the food there, we didn't go.
Oh,
Could we get a cost of what that one meal would be so that the boys could go to that and we could pay for it?
Okay, so break down some of the meal
Yep.
plan options.
Yep.
Okay. Todd?
Well, something near and dear to my heart. We're going to go back to that consolidation deal.
Oh, good.
Yeah, because this is an easy one. We currently have 2 council offices, one in St. Paul, one in Golden Valley.
Right.
When are we becoming one?
Well, that's an excellent question, and certainly one that we wrestle with at the board level. And for those of you that have had the chance to visit the Davis Base Camp, where the parking lot is, and further to the west of that parking lot, we own all of that. And the intention is, as we are able to do so, is to do a consolidation when the real estate market will bring us back to where our 2 existing buildings need to be as far as appraisal is concerned. Then we can go and start looking at that consolidated office. We put in a number of infrastructure pieces when we did the reconstruction and renovation on the base camp building itself. So we're in position to do some things already with infrastructure. But the financial piece, we just came off of a highly successful $25 million capital campaign, which allowed us to do base camp and a lot of the renovations at our 8 camps in our council. And so to go right back into that mode right now is not advised by our financial consultants. The other piece I would suggest, though, is that we have shifted gears and currently are focusing in the endowment environment. And so in the endowment environment, we've got some matching gifts right now in the $1 million range. So we're gaining traction in the endowment, and through that we'll have sustaining dollars long term to feed some of our maintenance and overhead issues. So that's a little bit of the overview on the finances. But we have a plan. We know where it's going. We just don't know when. Anything else for properties?